Hello friends, welcome to Software Engineering channel. Hope you guys are doing good. Today we are going to create a Blazor CRUD application. You might be thinking there are a lot of tutorial on YouTube about Blazor CRUD application. So what is new I am going to do today? So in this lecture or say in this tutorial, I will hardly write 5 to 10% of the code to create this CRUD application, and rest of the hard work will be assigned to Visual Studio, and Visual Studio will be taking care for all the complex logics, and it will write all the code for me. And the tutorial is not limited to creating the CRUD application by scaffolding few pages. uh, I will also add the option, I will also add the feature of pagination into this application. I will also add the feature of sorting. I will also add the feature of searching into this application. And again, as I told you, I will not write any complex logic to create these functions. I will use some built-in functions to create or to achieve all of these things. I just want to show you how easy it is to implement all of these basic things into Blazor. So let's start. First of all, I will create a new project by clicking on the create a new project option, and then I will choose the Blazor web app. And I will highly recommend you to choose Blazor web app if you want to create a new project using .NET 8 or .NET 9. Even if you are creating a Blazor server app, still you should choose Blazor web app. The Blazor server app option is no more supported with .NET 8 or .NET 9, so choose the Blazor web app, click on the next, and then name your application Blazor app YouTube tutorial, and then click next. And here let's say if you want to create the Blazor server app, choose the interactive mode server. I will be using .NET 9 framework, so click on the create and wait for the creation of the project. Okay, so project has been created with the few example pages, like we usually used to have a counter page, error page, and a home page. And let me run the project once for you, then we will start working on it. We are running this project for the first time, so definitely it will take a little bit time, and after that whenever we will run it again, it will not take that much time. Okay, so the project is running now, and here you can see all the example pages are working perfectly fine. But we have to create our own pages, we have to create our own app. So we will create a CRUD application for the student, like the application will be saving the data of the student, basic data of the student, and we will show it, we will create it, we will read it, we will update it, and we will delete it, and we will do all the CRUD operation on the student record. So for that, let me stop the application first. And now, first of all, because we are not going to write a lot of code here, so to create these scaffolded pages, we have to create a basic student model class that we will be using for our scaffolding process. So first of all, let me press Ctrl plus Shift plus A, and here I can write the name of the class, but I want to create the class into the model folder. So first of all, I will write the model and then /, and then I will create the student.cs. but look at this, it will create the model folder into the pages folder. I don't want to create the model folder into the pages folder. So first of all, I will go to the Solution Explorer and then select the project level, and then again I will press Ctrl Shift A, and now I will create a model folder and then student.cs. Here we go. it will create a student.cs file into the model folder. As you can check here, now we have on the project level we have a model folder, and in the model folder we have a student.cs class. Now I will create some basic properties. As I told you earlier, I will write 5 to 10% of the 5 to 10% of the code, and this is the 5 to 10% of the code which I am going to write, and a few more lines maybe to create pagination, sorting or searching option. But that will not be a custom logic to create pagination, searching or sorting. That will be like I will be calling predefined functions to create all those functions, those features. So let me create some properties without wasting some any more time. Guys, actually this is for the first time I am creating any tutorial in English language, so I would like you to ignore my grammatical mistake or any kind of mistakes if I am making in speaking the English. Father name, okay, father name, and after that let's say degree title. I think this is more than enough to understand how things are working. We will be saving the student ID, name, father name and degree title, or if you want you can have string email. You can also set data annotation for the validation purposes, like here if I say email address, that's it. We don't put any kind of validation for name, for father name, for degree title or for ID. So just to understand the concept of data validation, this one is more than enough. Okay, let me close this tab, and now what I am going to do, I will click on the component folder, and then I will go for the pages folder, and here I will click on the add and new scaffolded item. Here I will select the Blazor component using entity framework CRUD. A new window will pop up. Here we have different kind of templates, like we have one template for CRUD. CRUD means create, read, update, delete. If I will select this template, it will create all the pages for me. And if I want a single page, like if I want to create a page for creating the record of the student, I can create that one as well. If I want to create a page to delete the record of any student, I can create that as well. But I want all the pages, so I will select the CRUD, and now it is asking me for the model class, and I have created that already. So I will select that model class. Here it is, student, and now it is asking me for the DB context class. Now I don't have the DB context class. I'm not going to create the DB context class manually. I will click here on the add function, and it will create a data folder, and in that data folder it will create the Blazor app YouTube tutorial context class, which is the DB context class. So click on the add. So it is saying database provider is the SQL server, yes of course, and click on the add and let it install the basic NuGet packages for it. Make sure the internet is connected, and after that it will scaffold all the pages. Okay, so all the pages have been scaffolded. As you can see in the solution explorer, under the pages folder, there is one more folder, student pages, and it contains all the pages, all the required pages to create delete, update, and means to perform CRUD operations. All the required pages are available in this student pages folder. Okay, fine. So it should have also created a connection string for me in appsetting.json. Let me check it first. Yes, here it is. So the server name is not correct here. this is not the name of the server which I am using, so I will change it with my SQL server name by opening the SQL Server Management Studio. And I will also make one more changing into this connection string according to my SQL server. So let me open my SQL Server Management Studio by writing SSMS, and from the SQL Server Management Studio I will copy my SQL Server name and paste it here. Okay, so SQL Server Management Studio has been opened, and this is the name of my server. So let me copy it. Okay, connect it because we will be using it, and paste it here. And one more minor changing I am going to create here, that is I will remove this line. Maybe you will not feel the need to remove this line, but with this line my connection was not working perfectly, not working, and it was throwing some kind of error. So I always remove this line and write encrypt is equal to false, so it start working. So you can check it if it works for you with this, go for this one, and enc, not encrypt. And if it doesn't work for you, go with the default version of the connection string. So okay, the string is perfectly fine and according to the requirement. Now I will go for the connected services, double click on it to open it. Here you can see the connected SQL server is connected. Now click on this more options option and add migration, because you have to add migration to migrate all the changings from the Visual Studio to the SQL server. So click on add migration. It will pick the DB context class name automatically. Wait for it. Well, usually it do not take this much time like it is taking right now, but I will wait for it. Okay, so here is the name of the DB context class, and you can rename the migration name. I will use the name as the initial because this is the first migration I am going to create. Click on the finish and let it create the migration. After that, we will select the second option which was available there, that was to update the database, and let it complete first, then we can choose the second option. Okay, so migration has been created, like you can see here a green tick, that is the signal that the migration has been successfully created. Now close it and again select it and select the second option after the add migration. The second option is update database. You can do these all things by command, but when you have the graphical user interface, I don't think there is a need to go for commands. It is again trying to get the DB context class name, and it is retrieving some kind of basic information about the migration, as you can read it here. So let it complete and then we will press any button. Okay, so now I will create the button finish and let it update the database. After that, I will have a database in SQL Server Management Studio with the table student, and the table will have all the attributes which I have created in the student model class. uh, Database has been updated. Now let me check the SQL Server Management Studio if we have the database, and do we have any table with the name student. So first of all I will refresh this folder and let me find it. YouTube, this one, Blazor app YouTube contacts, and open it, and then again open this tables toggle, and then here is this student table. If you right click on it and open it in design view, you can see the design, we will have all the attribute which we have created through the model class: id, name, father name, degree, title, and email. Okay, that's it. So now we can run the application, and we can navigate to this page, students create, and we can create a new record, and then we can see the list of the records. We can update the record, we can delete the record. So first of all, let me check the CRUD application if it is working fine or not. I don't think so. It was difficult task till now to create the CRUD application. We didn't write any code other than a student model class, and the rest of the hard work, as I told you, Visual Studio did for us. And now, first of all, I will check this link and test the CRUD application, and then I will add the option of sorting into this application. Then I will add the option of pagination into this application, and then I will add the option of as I told you, search the student option. And I will not write a lot of code to achieve all these things. First of all, let me navigate to students / create. So here we have the option to create a student. If I press the create button, then it will trigger the field validator, which we were created in the model class. Okay, so first of all, let me write my name, Hammad Maqbool, and here you go, Muhammad Maqbool, and degree title is let's say computer science, and email is Hammad at maqboolcourses.com, and create, wait for it. Okay, so the record has been created. I can open it in the detail view. I can go back to the list. I can press the delete button, and by clicking this delete button I can delete it, but for now I am not going to delete it. Back to the list. Now I will create one more record, and that could be about Mr. John, and the father name is Bob, and the degree title is economics. Email is john at gmail.com. create, and here's the other record. Let me create one more. So Mr. ABC, whose father name is XYZ, and degree title is arts, and email is abc at example.com, and create the record. Okay, so now we have 3 records in our table, and we can see them as well. Now if I want to create the sorting option on the name attribute, so how I can create this, or how I can do this, let's check that. To create the sorting option, all you need to do this. Okay, first let me create these unnecessary tabs here. Sorry, close these unnecessary tabs. Here is the create option, and go to the component pages, student pages, and here is the index. This is the page where we were seeing the all the records. So on the name attribute, I will add a property that is sortable and make it true. This will make the name property sortable, but to click on this, we need to make this page interactive by adding render mode interactive server, like this. Okay, so let me run it, and let's check if it is working or not. The page link is students / student. Okay, so the application is running, and now I will go for the students page. Okay, there's a spelling mistake. Let me correct it. Students, and open it now. It's opening, it's loading. Okay, so now as you can see, if I hover on the name it is acting like a button, and if I click on it I can sort the items. ABC is on top, John is on top, ABC on the top, and H is in the mid always. So as you can see, I am sorting, and how easily I implemented the option of sorting here. And now according to my promise, I'm going to implement the pagination. Although we don't have a lot of records here, but I will still implement the pagination, and I will try to show one item per page. So to create the pagination, here I will add the component of paginator. This is it, and then I will set the state. Okay, to set the state, I have to create a pagination state object is equal to new, and then items per page is equal to 1, because we don't have enough time items here to show. Usually we show 5 or 10 or 15 according to the page, and then this object is the state of this paginator, like this. And this is not enough. One more thing we have to do to achieve the concept of pagination here, and that is also add the pagination here in the quick grid. Quick grid is something which is showing data in the table format. Pagination, and then add the object pagination here, and this is it. Now your pagination is ready to work. Let me run the project to show you. Okay, so the project is running, and I'm going for the students page. Look at this. The first page is showing only one record, and here we have the option of pagination. If I'll click on this, it will navigate me towards the last page, and here it is 3 of 3, page 3 of 3. If I will click on this, it will move me per page like this. This is the first page, this is the second page, and this is the third page. So look at this, how simple it is to create or implement the pagination feature into the Blazor app. Like this, we are also going to create the search operation on the student name, so we can search any student by name, and that is again very simple and very easy. For that, we will create a property column. We will close the property column here, because we are going to add few more option in it like this, and it is like a pair tag. Okay, so now in this, create the column option, because we are going to create some kind of options on this column, and in it create a div, and in the div create a text box that is input of type search, of type input of type search. Okay, search, and after that, let me bind it to I will bind it to some kind of string variable, and let me create the string variable here first. String, I think it would be better to, okay, string find student, search student, not find, because I have to create one more variable here, and I will use find student name for that one. So for now, keep it as a string dot, oh, what is happening here, string dot empty, like this, and search find, not not search find, it is search student. Okay, so search student, and I will bind it to search student, and the binding event what will be the binding event? The binding event will be on input. Okay, so add bind event is equal to on input. This is it. Now what I'm going to do, I need to write a little bit of link under the code section to create the searching system iQueryable, and that is for the student, and search student goes for, do you have contacts here? Yes, contacts dot student dot where, this is for searching, as you know that x approaches to, sorry, opt dot name dot contains what, contains such, okay, sorry, such a student, and should be find student. Okay, so contains, and oops, a lot of errors irritating me now, contains, and then here I'm going to write this one, search student. Okay, so search student, and this is it. Now copy this find student, and instead of this, where is items, right, find student. Okay, so let me run it, and let me check it if it is working fine or not. Okay, so the project is running now, and open the student link. Okay, so here is the option of sorting, as you know already. We have 3 records, and here is the column option. Open it, and here is the search field. If I write Hammad here, I can search Hammad, and here is Hammad. Look how easy it is. And if I want to search Mr. John, it's very easy. Here is John. Look how easy it is. If I click on close, we are on our default location on the first page. So look at this. This is how we can create a Blazor CRUD application. We can set the feature of pagination without writing a lot of code. We can create the search operation without writing a lot of code, and we can also create the sort option without writing a lot of code. And how simple it is to create the basic pages and basic features in Blazor. And that is why I think Blazor is the future. Blazor is the future of full stack web development, and I think .NET developers should move towards it and learn these things. These are very easy, these are very handy to implement. All you need to now is how different components are working, how things are integrated with each other, and I don't think so it is rocket science. So this was the tutorial. That's it for today. If you like my video, please like it. If you like my videos, please subscribe my channel. So see you in the next video. Till that time, Allah Hafiz.